What's going on, guys? Welcome to our morning chat episode 3. So got the 2003 Heritage Springer Classic here. If you guys don't know, this bike is live on a giveaway. If you go down below in the video description, you could click on a link. It'll take you directly to my website where you can get entered to win this beautiful bike. We're going to be giving it away October 31st, Halloween day, so I can't wait to give it to its new owner. All right, we're going to be headed over to Torque Custom Cycles. So we got a bunch of cool videos for you guys coming from there here in the next couple weeks. Let me give you guys a startup really quick. It's early, so I gotta roll out. But he's gonna be doing a really cool project on a brand new 2025 Lowrider ST, and that's kind of the topic for today's morning chat. I'm gonna have a bunch of cool videos coming to you from Torque Custom Cycles. He's got a bunch of cool builds that are gonna be going on there, and I also want to do kind of a full video on his road glide there. He's gonna be dyno tuning that bike too. It's a full custom road glide, and I think it's got the 136 motor, if I'm not mistaken, from S&S in it. I believe that's what it is, but that thing sounds amazing. He hasn't dyno tuned that thing yet, so that's going to be happening in the next couple of weeks as well. But in today's topic, what I see hanging out by Torque Custom Cycles over the past couple of weeks is he's doing a lot of Lowrider ST builds, and the owners of the motorcycles actually watch my channel and they're subscribers to my channel, and I've been having conversations with them. They're owning, or they just purchased and they're getting work done at Torque Custom Cycles. They're owning the new 2025 Lowrider STs. So after talking to them, you know, I always ask them, all right, like, how long you've been riding, you know, what bike did you have previously? And most of the riders, they're kind of in their 40s, in my age group, 50s. Most of the people that I've been talking to lately, also at like meet and greets and stuff, they've come from a big, heavy bagger, right? Because the baggers weigh about 800 plus pounds. They've been coming from the baggers and downsizing to the Lowrider STs. And honestly, I'm not surprised, and I'll tell you why. I have never owned a Lowrider ST. I have ridden plenty of them. I've ridden Sandies before. This thing sounds absolutely wicked. One of the best twin cam Harleys I've ever ridden or owned. It just sounds awesome. And after riding like Sandies, and I've ridden a bunch from Harley Davidson, when we go out on these trips. But what really changed my mind, how I view them, because in the past, I would have put it into the same category as like a Dyna, Lowrider, right? Especially like the Lowrider S. That's how my brain works. I would put it into the same category as that. Then obviously they came out with the Lowrider ST. You got a fairing, you got a windshield, you got wind protection, you got saddlebags in the back, and I would put it always in that same category. But after the trip, when I went out, Harley Davidson flew us out to Texas to ride the brand new line of Harley Davidson Softails, where we rode the Breakout, the Heritage, the Fat Boy, the Lowrider S, Lowrider ST, all of the soft models, 2025s. After that event, what I did was I flew actually my son Cam out to Texas, and Harley Davidson actually loaned me a brand new 2025 Lowrider ST. They loaned Cam a brand new 2025 Street Bob. So we actually took those bikes. I took the Lowrider ST on a almost 1,600 mile trip. So we went from Texas through New Mexico into Colorado, into Utah, and then back down into Arizona, where we ended up in Scottsdale, Arizona. And it was about roughly 1,600 miles. And after that trip, because that's not a small trip. I'm not going to say it's a big trip. It's nowhere near the biggest trip that I've ever been on, but that's a long trip. 1,600 miles is is nothing to laugh about. It's a nice substantial trip, especially to review, or especially to find out how a particular bike works, how it would work for you. Does it fit with your riding style? Does it fit with long distance touring? And I'll be perfectly honest with you, the Lowrider ST, especially because you have the fairing, the windshield, I had all pretty much stock components on the bike, if I'm not mistaken. I could have used like a larger windshield on it, but it has the fairing, the windshield, it has saddlebags, and yes, they're not as big obviously as bagger bags, but they had ample enough of room to where I could store the daily necessities that I always use for a long distance trip. Because no matter what, you're gonna keep some sort of luggage on the back seat strapped to a sissy bar. You're always gonna need something. You're not going to have enough space in any saddlebags. That goes for a bagger or a Lowrider ST. You're not going to have enough space for a long distance trip just in the bags. You're going to need some kind of external bag setup, external luggage, like for instance the Rick Rack bags, Rick Rack carriage luggage combo, or a Saddleman bag or a Harley bag that you strap onto the back. You're going to need something. But I'm just talking about the bike in general. It gave me ample enough of wind protection. It gave me enough weather protection, because we rode in some rain, we rode in snow. If you haven't checked out those videos, definitely go back and check them out, because we were riding through Sedona and we got caught in a friggin' snowstorm, boy. We were literally riding in like 2 inches of snow. Thank God for the amazing traction control that is on the brand new 2025 models. But the suspension, you got the inverted fork, you got the new monoshock, and I'm telling you, the suspension, as far as any Harley, I would have to say that the suspension on the Softail models, you don't have to change, especially the Lowrider ST with the inverted fork. I would say straight out the box, you do not have to change it. It works fantastic. Could have I had a better seat? Of course. I would have had a Saddleman tuck and roll step up on there. That's my favorite seat. But as far as the bike, it does everything that, I believe, in my opinion, it does everything that a bagger could do, whether it's a street glide, road glide, or a road king. Now, Is it as comfortable? I'm gonna say it's almost there. It's almost there. It's like 95% there. It is obviously a little smaller of a bike because it is on a Softail frame, but I'm 6 foot 2 inches tall, and I had absolutely no problems with comfort. Like I said, I wish I just had a little taller of a windshield, and I wish I had the Saddleman tuck and roll step up seat, maybe with a backrest. Oh my God, I would have been perfect. I'll tell you the couple reasons why I like the Lowrider ST better than a big bagger. Number one is I like the mid controls. I always tell you guys that I love mid controls on a bike. Regardless, if I had any other bagger that I ever would get, whether it's Street Glide, Road King, Road Glide, I would immediately put on the Harley mid controls on the bike, because the riding position, your feet are underneath your ass. They're working in addition to the maybe suspension and seat. You're working as like shock absorbers, and it's just so much more comfortable on your spine and on your ass, believe it or not. So I like that the Lowrider ST has mid controls. And then the next biggest thing is that it's around 200 pounds lighter than a bagger, and it's huge. And that goes, now I go back to the main reason why when I talk to these people, these gentlemen that are in their 40s and 50s, some 60s, owning, you know, the new Lowrider STs. Why did you go from a bagger to the Lowrider ST? That's one of the main reasons why people are switching over, is because it's still, listen, the way I look at it, it's a bagger. It's got bags on it. Whatever, that's my opinion. Take it for what it is. Is it more of a sporty tourer? Probably yes, because it's lighter, it handles and maneuvers, I'm gonna say, better than a big bagger. But it's still a bagger in my eyes. It's got bags, it's got a fairing, windshield, maybe in just a smaller package. But that is the biggest reason why these people are going from a bagger to something like the Lowrider ST, is because of the weight. Now, I'm not kidding. It's, you know, a bagger is not for everybody, especially if you are a smaller rider, you know, 5 foot something, and maybe you weigh only 100, whatever, 50, 60 pounds. A big bagger may not be for you. So, like, then what is your option if you want to what is your option if you want to do long distance touring? I mean, that's the option. The Lowrider ST, 200 pounds lighter. You get the fairing, you get the windshield, you get the bags, you get a great suspension that you don't even have to change. And I did 1,600 miles on that bike, and it was in stock form. I can't even imagine excuse me, if I had that bike, after the modifications that I would do, like bar, risers, taller windshield, better seat, I wouldn't touch the suspension. I'm telling you, I could do a cross-country trip on that. Sandy, my friend, if you go back to last year's video of our 8,000 mile cross-country trip, he actually did the entire trip that I did on my Road Glide, 8,000 miles. He did it on his Lowrider ST, and you know, he was comfortable, so he had no issues. He had a big bag strapped to the back, just like you would have to do on a Road Glide anyway. And yeah, that's, like I said, I think it's definitely a viable option if the new 2026 Road Glide CVOs, if they don't come out with a color that I absolutely love, then I just might get a 2026 or a 2025 leftover Lowrider ST, because I've never had one on a channel. I haven't owned one yet. I might do that up and take it to the extreme. Like I said, you know, engine work and everything, and just do it up. That might be the next bike build. I'm not sure, but it definitely is a viable option for long distance touring. Main reason, like I said, the people are telling me why they're switching over is the weight. They could handle the bike better, especially, you know, as we age, as we get older. You know, it's more, you know, you get weaker. It's just how it is, and it's more manageable. So I don't know. That's my take on it. Let me know what you guys think. Definitely hit the link down below in the video description. Get yourself entered to win this bike. In the next couple weeks, I'm going to be bringing you that amazing build on the Lowrider ST. We'll see you guys later. Peace out.